Welcome to the Mario era, chapter 165.
165 de Mario. It's me. It's Mario. You know, like, spring's going to be over soon, and we're into summer. And you know what that means? Once we touch summer, it's like, you know, you're coming around third base, and then football's upon us again. Off season, I can see it closing at the, what's up, boys? Happy Whiskey Wednesday.
How you guys doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you, Deshaun.
It's
wasn't
April
Deshaun,
2nd.
but
We're
that's
like,
the doctor in the house.
Oh, yeah, but I like Deshaun, too. Bring
Okay.
Deshaun on. Thanks,
There you go.
Deshaun.
Right.
That's an FIU. And by the way, FIU is kicking our ass in baseball right now.
Well, it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
What else
course.
do you think's going to happen?
Yeah. Scheduled retweet.
when is the last time this program, if they lose this game, will be 500 through 30 games? 15 and 15. When is the last time that happened?
Not that many years ago, I think.
Really? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that it wasn't very good, man. My temperature on time these days is not very good, but I'm going to go back and say 5 years ago.
Well, you think during Gino's run?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to make a comment. You either agree or disagree. University of Miami baseball is the equivalent of Duke basketball. In either direction, those two schools should never be good in their respective sport. True or false? They're the
They
same.
should never be
equivalency.
good.
Or they should never be bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I go along with that. Yeah.
Yeah, right? It's like Miami baseball should be Duke basketball. And it's not. It's not. Because if you could think of a Duke basketball squad 15 and 15 after 30 games, heads would be rolling in Duke.
Oh, here's a way to do it. I'm with you, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're doing
Yeah.
okay up there. When was the last time?
Oh, you're just going to go ahead and AI? Yeah, just
Oh
rock
my
it.
God, I use it for everything.
AI?
Oh, I don't even use Google anymore.
Oh, yeah. It's like my new best friend.
That's amazing.
It's like, he's so friendly, too. Oh, what's up, Grok? So
So what's
friendly.
Grok saying?
Panties. He doesn't say panties. Does he?
Depends
Oh,
what
my
you
God.
ask him. Twitter's got no rules.
Oh my God.
All right.
Question for you. I had to give Stella a bath today. So you guys have dogs. I'm hose, front patio,
Sure.
knocking it out. But then I was doing some other stuff out there in sweating. So then came in and had to take a shower myself. And I'm thinking, would it be bad if you showered with your pet, like for efficiency, or would that be frowned upon? Like
Naked or not?
You're naked in the shower with your pet.
Wow.
society
I thought
frown
we were
on
back
that?
in our front yard. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Oh, yeah, no.
I
No.
missed that part. Now you have to use a bathing suit at least for that.
No, you're taking
That'd be
you're
cool,
taking the pet into the master shower with you,
Uh-huh.
and two birds, one stone.
I don't think. I think it's efficient. I think
It's
it's
definitely
okay.
efficient. I think it's frowned upon though.
I think it's okay. The only thing is you got to get in some precarious poses naked
I'm
while you're
saying.
watching your dog. You know,
Yeah.
you got to like bend over. Those are unnatural, especially for a male. Those are unnatural positions to go ahead and watch your dog. So I'm going to say efficient, but no.
I'm going to say the last time that the Hurricanes reached a 500 overall record late in the season, they were 25-25, and that was on May 16th, 2018.
Okay,
So 7 years ago.
there you go.
Okay, that was a good call.
All right,
Thank
But I
that
you.
was
do
a great
think-
year. That's cool if we repeat that.
I do think it would be super cool to be in your front yard with a bathing suit and you and your dog just having fun. You know,
Oh,
why
I'm
do they
sure
have that
that's-
incessant habit to eat the water? Does your dog, like when you put the hose?
Oh,
They
she
try to,
just she hates it. She just sits down and she's
she's
like,
a
"Let
cat.
this friggin' be over."
She's a cat.
She
doesn't
hates
like
it.
Which was, mind you, Jim Morris's last season.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
Mm.
They should never be bad like Duke basketball.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
I
right.
have to applaud Scoop for getting us quickly off the dog in the shower topic.
I didn't even pay much attention to it. I was trying to figure out some numbers.
I was just
here.
trying to. I was trying not to picture Toes naked in his front yard with Stella. That's what I was doing.
you know, you gotta. I mean, yeah, that's crossing a lot of societal lines. Absolutely.
But why not? We're the Orange
No
Bowl
doubt.
boys.
I mean, that is frowned
Oh,
upon.
so here's one for you. Oh my God.
Oh, we've got
This is
another
insane.
one.
This is
Do we?
insane. So I've been crazy busy, so I did not call my parents for about a week.
Uh-oh.
And so I call my mom freaking Monday evening, and I can tell she's a little like shook, and I'm like, what's going on? She got into a car accident.
Uh-oh.
Possibly totaled the car. This happened the prior Wednesday.
Hmm?
Yeah, she was embarrassed, so she didn't want to say anything to anybody. I'm like, so like new rule, like you're both like 80, like anytime you guys talk to a paramedic, a cop, any first responder, you have to let me know. Like, dude, how do you keep that a secret for a freaking 5 days?
So let me guess, it was her fault. That's why she was.
Oh, totally her fault. Yeah, she did. Totally her fault. Totally her fault. Nobody was hurt. She had to swerve off the road, but she knocked out a light pole, so like local businesses didn't have power for like 3 hours.
What was she trying to avoid? What was she trying to avoid?
Nothing. So she got these new sneakers that are like wider, and it got stuck in the accelerator.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, can we call Steiger, Isco, and Green here?
I know, right?
Like,
oh my God.
Like, this seems like a performance issue with the shoes.
Oh my God.
Right? They're too wide. They're too wide.
Something I don't know.
Who's got bigger performance issues, JD in the baseball squad or your mom's shoes?
I have no idea, man.
Because right now they're both crashing cars.
Oh my God.
So, I'm sorry, I just had to tie that back.
Oh.
And how are you with your bathing suit washing Stella? Screw you, Scoop. I'm taking us right back where we were.
Okay, do whatever you want.
I was just thinking to myself as I'm showering after the fact. I'm like, I wonder if that would be frowned upon if you told if everyone knew that you showered naked with your pet, would they frown upon it? I think they would.
I think it's dog specific. I think depending on what type
like a
of dog
poodle,
it is.
the smaller dog is okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I
you
guess.
Can't have a big Saint Bernard in there with you, bro. That nose will go get places.
Now you're borderline bestiality there.
Like a greyhound? Hell no. No way. No way.
No. Yeah, and a dog's gonna give you funny looks because you've stared at a dog in its birthday suit its entire life, but there's a good chance your dog hasn't stared at yours. So he's probably like, what the hell is going on? Oh, you got a lipstick too?
Well, I'm thinking most people's pets have probably have caught them masturbating. So,
Oh.
Let's be honest.
I was going to ask if the dog's in the room while you guys get down.
Oh, how about when you're with your wife and all of a sudden you feel a nose?
The nose.
The cold
hey, what you doing, buddy?
Come on, man. In 20 plus years, it's happened at least once. Come on now.
Oops. Excuse me. On that note, I think it's a great time to go to Scoop disappeared.
Shut off the show completely. He's gone.
I was going to say, let's go down to Green Tree. I can't go down to Green Tree. I can't go
off the show entirely.
Now he's muted. Looks like we're doing the let's go part. Let's go.
Let's go.
Right.
72. All right. Hey,
let's go.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Fucking crying over here.
So not a whole lot going on. We're working our way up to the screen.
I didn't know how else to shut you guys up.
Listen, man, it's off season OBB. What are you going to do? There's no rules. So the only a few stories coming out of Canesville this week, and the first one, and I would say thank God for this one. CJ Daniels has become the leader with Miami wide receivers from day one per Kevin Beard, and I would say thank God. Like,
he has a lot of snaps under his belt, which is not something we can boast in that wide receiver room. And I feel like we keep bringing up this topic of the wide receivers. We need somebody to step up. So I'm glad to see that he's going to be that leader right now in that group. Logically, he would be the guy, right? be the guy. Has had some productivity at the college level, at the P4 level for LSU. Great program. So those guys can learn from somebody. Listen,
Yeah, I mean, look, X told us last week that.
Tell me.
No, he told us last week that CJ was the guy. He was the leader of the room. So Beard's just backing it up.
I mean, I think that goes to Mario as well. So you obviously knew you needed to, if you were going to get a wide receiver, it had to be someone that personality-wise could step in and be a leader day one, didn't have to kind of work into it. And you found that guy. So it seems like it should be the perfect fit.
And I'm going to say with Carson Beck, I feel like I like Carson Beck. Now, listen, been watching quarterbacks for a long time. You know, over here at the Orange Bowl Boys, we do student of the game. Carson Beck has a stronger arm than Cam Ward. I will say that. I think Carson Beck, when you see him throw the ball, he's only rivals Stephen Morris in terms of arm strength. But the one thing that concerns me is last year at Georgia, when the wide receiver productivity dropped, so did Carson Beck's productivity. Now, he did it the year prior with some tight ends. We might be able to replicate that with Elijah Lofton. I got it. Gotcha. But if we don't have somebody to jump up at the wide receiver position, that's where one thing I'm going to give the nod to Cam Ward. I think Cam Ward could elevate the wide receiver room. I almost think you need the wide receivers to elevate Carson Beck. That's just me.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Only because what he did last year, boys. Last year, his wide receiver, I think they led collectively the nation in drops. So that's not totally fair to put that on Carson. But we just watched a magical season with Cam Ward. He's going to be the number 1 overall pick, and I think it's starting to become clear, and a runaway here. So you're looking at one end of the spectrum, then you're looking at Carson Beck, and I don't see the Ohio State caliber wide receiver core that it doesn't matter who your quarterback is. You're going to end up replicating some kind of success. You need the guy to elevate his game. Hopefully they go into this situation and they feel comfortable there that happens, because you don't want to see a DB 2.0 but on the other side of the ball next year. You just can't have it.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's much more he's a rhythm guy, right? I mean, it's got to be a prototypical. You're not going to see the escapability that Cam had. You're not going to see the arm angles necessarily that Cam threw with. You're not going to see the backyard playground throws. This is going to be much more polished. He's going to be much more in pocket. So he's got to be on time. He's got to be in lockstep with his receivers. It's going to be different. And, you know, can they get it done? I think you're right. I agree with you on that. You know, so he needs guys to be in where they're supposed to be at the moment they're supposed to be there, because that's when rhythmically he should get rid of it, right? I mean, it's just it's a little bit more prototypical. Yeah. So if Carson Beck had last year's receivers, I think it's a no-brainer, right? I would say great season upcoming. He doesn't. He's got guys that he's very unfamiliar with and that are young for the most part. So we'll see how they blossom.
CJ Daniels has 53 career games, a total of 148 career receptions, 21 touchdowns, had 42 catches last year. So he certainly has enough experience to be that guy. And, you know, hopefully, you know, obviously just everything is good with him, but I believe in the kids, man. And you talk about Beck. Listen, they named him the top transfer with the most to prove. I give him complete and total credit on this, because he could have gone anywhere. And he chose to come in and follow who will be the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft from the number 1 offense with the same offensive coordinator there. Yes, the wide receivers have turned over 100%, but he is walking into a room with a shit ton of expectations after what we saw last year. We know it's not going to be the same, but like, I give him credit for that. Like, he walked into the Lions' den and he's going to give it a shot.
I think what sold him, this is just speculative scoop,
Well,
but when you have an opportunity, well, no,
that's where my mind went.
No. Clearly not well enough. I think being able to play behind this offensive line is a really big deal, right? With this running game and these tight ends. The receivers, I think they can work it out. But if you can stay upright and you've got one of the top 5 offensive lines in the country, then you're going to give it a shot, right? Because that's the only way that he's used to not being touched. So he needs to be in a situation where he can feel that comfort level. So I would imagine that's a huge part, has to be a huge part of it.
as I'm thinking this, I'm thinking of like some blind scale of justice here. Now, initially they were both off the screen, right? Because, and what do I mean by that? Mario Cristobal had this reputation. He was like a quarterback killer. Now you turn around and you're going to have, this is going to be your second first round pick, right? With an overall number 1 in Cam Ward. So now you see that the hand's coming up. Now you have Carson Beck. If Carson Beck, I'm not saying he's going to be the number 1 overall pick, but if Carson Beck can play himself into the first round, you have now touched the stratosphere. You went from quarterback killer in 2 seasons. You're the quarterback whisperer. That's what Mario Cristobal can do. And Scoop, you alluded to it. He does it by providing protection. Like, I can protect you. You just got to run the club. I'm the bouncer at the front door. I'm not going to let the trash in. I will protect you. You run your club. You make your money. That's what he's going to do. But I almost feel like Carson Beck, if he tanks, if he's not good, if his stock drops, it's going to take Cam Ward's stock a little down with it, because it's like, see, Cam Ward was an anomaly. Anybody could have won with that guy. So yes, Carson Beck has a lot to prove, but I almost think it's going to make Mario Cristobal have to prove it as well. He has to get some success for Carson Beck. Not the same type of success I'm saying, but anywhere in the first round is a win, a huge win for Carson Beck this season.
Agreed, but I disagree with you in the fact that it brings Cam Ward down. I actually think that if Carson Beck doesn't do well, it's a double negative for him, because he should do well. He's got all the tools around him. He's got the offensive coordinator who ran the number 1 offense in the country. He's got a top 5 offensive line. He's got a stable of running backs. He's got great tight ends. His receivers are young. That's okay. But you have the keys. So if you don't do well, I think it looks doubly poor on him and his stock personally. I don't think it affects Cam at all.
If it goes poor, I will tell you that you're going to revert to 2 seasons ago, when you basically had somebody who couldn't improvise off schedule like Cam could. Cam could do that. And then essentially you don't have the answers for a quarterback when they need answers, right? I thought there was answers on the paper that you could have given Tyler Van Dyke that you didn't. Cam Ward just cheat code. He didn't need those answers. So if we go south, and I'm just making this prediction, if we go south, it's going to be something similar to what you saw 2 years ago, right? Cam would have made that play. Well, it's not Cam. So
That's
get
right.
him plays that he can
Right.
make.
And let's not lose sight of the bigger picture. This is not about Cam. It's not about Carson Beck. Mario needs to win an ACC title. Mario needs to play for an ACC championship. There's things Mario needs to do during his era, during his tenure, that he still has not checked off the list. He really hasn't checked off anything off the list to this point. So yes, the individual stuff is fine, but as a team, as a program, like this, you're getting the number 1 quarterback in for the 2nd year in a row. Everyone's saying you should probably have top 5, top 10, maybe the number 1 offense again. You need to get a couple of monkeys off your back finally. Like this, you can't keep, you can't have what happened last year. You can't piss away the number 1 offense again. Like you invested in the defense. Like this team's got to check some shit off their to-do list for Mario, just for his tenure.
I agree. At a certain point, it's put up or shut up. Last year, double-digit win season. We haven't had that in a very, very long time. Successful, but it got negated by the fact that you kind of wasted a generational talent. And the NFL scouts came down there. One was overheard saying, how in the hell with all this talent did they not make the playoffs? Well, you shot yourself in the foot. It was the game management side on one side of the ball that was negligent, and that's what happened. So you have to eventually get out of your own way.
Did someone ask that scout, do you see any defensive players out here?
Yeah, I mean,
the whole pro day was offensive players for the most part. So,
yeah. They miss big in the secondary room, and great programs. You're gonna, the Alabamas of the world. How did they always win? Okay, so they had their quarterbacks were good. They had Heisman guys. They're probably a little bit overrated. They got Heisman bumps. If we're gonna be honest, like I personally don't think Tua is like in college. Like to me, Cam Ward was special, right? So we saw somebody even more special. They always had great offensive lines. They had that wide receiver from Florida, the Jerry Jeudy types that, that kind of break the mold, the Ridleys of the world. Great. But they always had stud DBs. They always had lockdown guys. That's what Nick Saban can do religiously. And that was the one thing last year that was glaringly absent. So, you're right, Toast. I didn't even think about that, but Pro Day was bombarded by offensive guys for sure. But we got to change that. And I think Xavier Lucas, down the road could be one of those dudes. That's one of those Alabama type lockdown. OJ, one of those guys, right? So, now And my eyes were open. I love quarterbacks. I think they're the most important position. And then you would say number 2 would be the defensive line. You need that Reuben Bain. You need those guys that could be those disruptors, those Tom Brady killers. Just have a front 4 savages and play coverage in the back end. But the reality is, now I think it's cover guys. I think cover guys and DEs are 1A, 1B. You can't do it because Miami, look at what's been happening. We getting great defensive line. We got the trenches right. We got the dudes, but it doesn't matter because the opposing quarterback gets rid of the ball so fast, and we got guys who can't cover.
We have them now.
Should, yeah. You spent a lot of money.
Apparently.
You spent a lot of money getting those guys.
Yeah, a lot of money in that secondary. You had to.
Mm-hmm.
David Lake says he's flashing playmaking potential, Xavier Lucas.
And
I think Will Harris was talking about it too, and said, he's legit.
He's the dude.
He does everything that you would expect a high level defensive back to do, and he's consistent with it. He makes plays. He makes the hard plays. He makes the easy plays. Like, he's that guy. So I think that it's exciting to have him back, and I think it's exciting to get the other guys in there too, right? And like you said, and plus you're going to have Damari Brown back. He's going to be healthy again, fully healthy, hopefully. And yeah, look, I'm excited. You need that. They went out and got it. They saw the worst room on the team. They addressed it without question, not only with players but with coaches. So, but Toast said it. You don't need Cam Ward to make the playoffs.
No.
We had Cam Ward. We didn't make the playoffs.
And no one else had him. And they made the playoffs.
That's right. So
I don't want to kick us in the dick more, but you need Cam Ward to win a national championship.
Speaking of
Cam Ward's no longer playing here.
I know, but Cam Ward was the type of quarterback you win a national championship.
Of course, yes, yeah, absolutely. Which one of you threw that tweet out today? Talking about a kick in the dick. That was nice.
It's good. Wasn't me.
Oh my God.
By process of elimination.
I will tell you.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
It's the off season, so I'm rarely on that machine, that Twitter X thing. And I saw that stat and I was like, oh, that'll piss some people off today. And I threw it out there and then went back to it like 10 hours later. I was like, woof.
Yeah.
Made some people's day.
Yeah.
So go in. If you guys don't know what it says, I said, you want to throw up in your mouth a little bit? Okay, hear me out.
That's called a verp.
In the Canes' 3 losses last year, Cam Ward, 8 touchdowns, 0 picks.
Oh.
I loved our last with Xavier Restrepo when he was talking about after Cam. That was like the best part for me in that whole interview. After Cam threw the interception, he's like, I got to have a Heisman moment.
Yeah.
And like nobody panicked. He's like, then he went out and threw for 300 yards, which is pretty much the truth. So special moment. If you haven't heard, go back and listen to last week's episode.
Whoever put that stat out should throw out a stat of what were the stats of the 3 quarterbacks, those 3 losses, the opposing quarterbacks. What were their stats?
Oh, I don't know. I got the stat.
I bet they were probably pretty good.
Well, one was Haynes King, and it was like he threw 6 times.
Oh, yeah, true.
Right, that's right.
He threw for like 6 times. He had a busted shoulder, and we couldn't figure it out. Oh, my goodness.
Unbelievable.
We invent new ways to lose. We do. We do.
Know that.
Always.
We know that.
Always.
God. All right, so check
keep
this
us
out.
on our toes.
We've got Underdog. Do you ever watch sports and find yourself wishing there was a way to get into the game? With Underdog, there's finally a way to make picks on sports without leaving the house. The game is in your hands. To play, choose whether a player will go higher or lower on one of their stats, like touchdowns, strikeouts, points scored, and more. Create entries with all baseball picks or mix and match across other sports. You can play with as little as $1, and if you get everything right, you can win up to 1,000 times your money, so you can turn $1 into $1,000 with your sports knowledge. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. Their app has over 100,000 5-star reviews and millions of players like us. We've been making picks across football, then basketball. Now we'll have a fun summer with baseball thanks to Underdog. Download the Underdog app and sign up now using promo code ORANGE to unlock a special offer of up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit. Join in on the fun when you sign up with promo code ORANGE. Claim your special offer today and get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly upon your first deposit.
Yes.
Yes, my friends. Yes.
You mentioned baseball. I can't wait. There's a little topic I want to touch on as far as baseball. Any more things on the green tree?
That's pretty much it, man. It's quiet.
Good for now.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to talk about torpedo bats, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Of course.
Go, man.
Go.
So what's your thoughts on it? Listen, so it's actually the Marlins guy, right?
Mhm.
One of the assistant coaches for the Marlins who developed this bat a few years ago when he was with the Yankees. And it's analytical based, right? Because he basically, and as far as Jazz Chisholm was concerned, they like ran some numbers where he likes to make contact on his bat, and he happens to make contact. His sweet spot's a little bit lower than that sweet spot of the bat. So now you're hearing that it was fine, and now Major League is trying to say it's unfine, right? Which is blows my mind. But where's your opinion? Because I know where mine is. The torpedo bat. Pew 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 pew.
Well,
You did. There's nothing that said you couldn't do it.
Mhm.
Right.
But it's
I mean,
almost
that's the overall sentiment in my mind anyway. You didn't tell me I couldn't do that. So now
midstream. They're
problem?
doing it. But
it's the same weight. It's just a slightly different shape.
Mhm.
What's wrong with it? I think it's totally fine.
Yeah, listen, I got the whole purist thing, and I have no problem. Listen, at this stage, I have no problem with a bat evolving like that. You've already put in a pitch clock. Like, you're changing the game. So you're adding so many rules in to speed it up and everything. Listen, I have no problem if the bat, which has been the same for friggin' over 100 years, evolves to look like an hourglass. All right, cool. Like, maybe the ball should be able to evolve.
Look,
I don't know. More stitches, less stitches. I don't know.
bats have evolved over the years. Like Babe Ruth was swinging a bat that I'm pretty sure was like 40 ounces.
Well, and they
So-
use different woods and stuff like that, but the shape has pretty much been the same.
The shape has been the same, but they lightened the bat so it was just quicker to swing, right? So that's what they did. I think this evolution's fine. Now, here's something that happened, evolution in pitchers, right? I can count on I played pro ball. I got to a certain level. I can count on one hand how many people that I faced threw over 94, right? It wasn't many.
Now it's
You can
everyone.
everybody's touching 3 digits.
Mhm.
And now they have spin rates and they tunnel balls. I saw Paul Skeens and I saw a 4-pitch overlay where 4 pitches looked the same 30 feet down the pike. And all 4 of them ended up being strikes on opposite portions of the strike zone. Top left, top right. But I'm like, how the hell are you supposed to hit this? Right? They're talking about pushing back the mound a foot because at one point they had to do that with pitchers, right? They had to like lower the pitching mound because it was so high and they had the unfair advantage.
Bob Gibson's season caused that.
And so now, okay, you still got to hit the ball. All they're saying is my sweet spot's changed. I don't hit it at that spot as much as I used to. So let me have it here. You still got to put bat on. I don't think there should be an issue whatsoever. You gotta equal the equation the best you can. So I know that what the purists are, and let's be honest, it looks stupid as hell. If they ban it, it's only because the bat looks dumb. It does. It just doesn't look. The proportions are way off.
Looks fine.
No, it doesn't.
Here's my thing. You can't go now and get rid of it. Right? Because obviously they would have had to. It's not like the Yankees didn't inform Major League Baseball, hey, we're changing all our bats and we need it to be regulated. Obviously, you can't go out there with, something that's completely out of the regulations of Major League Baseball for what the bat should be. So people in the know should have known about them. I would imagine it's been in production for 3 years.
Baseball had to approve it. They had to approve it.
Of course
They were
did.
using it in the 22-23 season. Just not as widely. But it was part of the game already. So it's already been in the game of baseball.
So now because people are
now the Yankees are winning.
hitting more
so
home
now it's a
runs,
problem.
so we don't want to get rid of the bat.
Yeah.
Tied an MLB record for how many home runs happen in one game, and everybody's losing their mind.
I mean, is anyone else having an uptick using those bats?
I don't think anybody else is using them.
I don't want to be that guy, but I had a conversation with arguably one of the best right-handed hitters who ever played the game yesterday. We talked about the Torpedo bat.
What was his thoughts? Yeah,
I'd
like to know.
He goes, I need to see him more. I don't really care. I bought one for Christopher, though. He bought one for his son. I was like, oh, there you go. Fist bump.
Nice.
I need to see him more. That's all.
Ellie De La Cruz for the Cincinnati Reds had a night on Monday night. 4 hits, 2 home runs, and a 14-13 drubbing of the Rangers. So he showed out using the Torpedo bat. So
I think you got to go whole season, bigger sample size.
And if so, and
listen,
next you know, that's all you need to have happen. The pitchers, the pitchers are hitting 3 digits every night. Who cares? It's still hard to hit with
home
that
runs.
Bat. Yes, exactly.
Like, remember what brought baseball back friggin' 20 years ago? Yes,
steroid
home runs.
Yeah.
This would be clean home runs.
What's
the problem?
And it's an analytical. It's an analytical.
I think they should
advance.
cork them too. To be honest with you,
Sure,
it's
why
an
not?
analytical advance, right? And that's what pitching. That's what put pitching over the top. When driveline baseball came in with like spin rates, slow motion cameras, and this and science and everything. That's what made pitchers do what pitchers do. So now you take it on the other side and you just put the sweet spot like 2 inches lower. Let it go. Let it go.
And in terms of how it looks exactly the way you would think a bat would look if you watched some movie and they went 50 years in the future to watch a baseball game. Oh, look at how the bats are in 50 years. Yeah, science. Yeah. Technology.
Science.
Whatever, man. Science.
Weird science.
Weird science.
Man, now we got to talk about the man.
Well, I mean, we had to talk about him eventually.
Did you see his last tweet that he had, or not tweet?
Oh, yeah, his last thing on
post?
IG he put on the Batman.
That's if I'm gonna go, I want to do something similar to that. Like if I know this is my last post, I'm going out as Batman. And he was Batman.
So the funny thing was though, yeah, he did play Batman, but he hated it. That's like his least favorite role ever.
Yeah,
he said because he couldn't communicate with anybody, he couldn't hear anyone, he couldn't do anything without somebody's help. Literally, he just ended up going and standing there for most of the scenes because he's like, I couldn't act. It was awful. But yeah, that sucks.
What's your favorite Val Kilmer role, movie, moment? I mean, for me, his favorite, my favorite role is got to be Doc Holliday,
of course.
But also the bad guy in Heat, bro. He was insane.
Heat is one of the most underrated movies ever.
It's so good. Here, now, can I give you the weird thing about Heat before you go on?
Yeah.
They use the clip of him shooting and then quickly reloading and turning in military training because that's how well he did it. They literally use that to train in the military. Here's Val Kilmer in a movie because it was so clean and it was so fast and it was so professionally done.
That's amazing.
What a great scene that was.
I think in terms of roles, I thought the one where, I mean, it didn't get as fanfare because it was obviously like a historical kind of like bibliography kind of a thing, videography thing, is when he played Jim Morrison from The Doors. I was like, oh my goodness, you're a ringer, bro. Yeah. It was.
I can't tell the difference.
And I'm not a big Doors fan, so I wasn't a bit, but like when I saw Val Kilmer doing it, I was like, oh my goodness, you were born to play that role. But he's still Iceman to me.
Yeah.
He's still Iceman to me.
It sucks, bro, because he's like 65, so like 15 years north of me. But like I watched like his whole career, bro, like real genius. Like even when he got the right. And even he was in what was the other before that? Top Secret. Like I remember his whole fucking career, man.
He was one of the youngest, or if not the youngest at the time, to ever be admitted to Juilliard. Like that.
Yeah, he did go to Juilliard actually, and I read.
And he was one of the
like his brother died when he was out there or something like that. Young
L.A. kid.
He was from L.A. Went to Juilliard. He also did not want to play Iceman in Top Gun. He said, I want nothing to do with this. This role sucks.
He was only in the movie for 8 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, 8 minutes.
It was like 10 minutes or something. 10 minutes.
And in all those 10 minutes he was in it, he owned it.
He owned the scene. Yeah, I mean, so I think that's, and you asked 2 questions, Toast. You said, what's his best role and what's his most memorable moment? And I think his best role was Iceman, but I do believe his most memorable moment was I'm Your Huckleberry.
Yeah.
Quoted on the regular. Yeah.
So
I'm your Huckleberry.
How pointed
he-
too that his
Very
last
interesting
on-screen-
in the
his
later
last-
years.
Yeah, his last on-screen appearance was in Top Gun.
Top Gun.
It was perfect, man. That was a
scene
perfect.
being
That
his
scene was
last scene
amazing.
yeah.
And,
The fact
he
that
was
Tom
sick of the
Cruise
movie. He was sick of the
Forced them
movie.
to do that. Like it was like we're not doing this.
Yeah, we're
with
not
him.
doing
Yeah.
the movie without you in it.
Without
And remember
him.
when
Yeah.
you watched Iceman the first time in the original Top Gun, you hated him, right?
Yeah.
He was so good at it, you hated him. You're like, I hate this guy. What an arrogant prick. And then you go ahead and watch him all those years later, and you see that relationship. And they did such a wonderful job saying, like, yeah, he looked out for me when I got in trouble. He was the reason why I'm at where I'm at, and he's always been there. And that, that's his Iceman. So, he became his Huckleberry at the end. So, I don't know. It was a good 180, and it was a good fitting end for a great career by Val Kilmer. And yeah, I thought about that too, Toast. It didn't make me quite happy because I'm like, how old was he? 65. How old was he?
Way too.
I
listen,
know. I thought the
double
same thing. I was like,
tracheotomy, man. It was way too young.
yeah,
Like he should still
65.
be.
I went to a 50th birthday party the other day for a good friend of mine from high school, and I told Steph, I was like, I want you to know this. I want you to listen. I'm going to a party for a 50-year-old guy, and it's not our parents' party.
Yes.
All right, this is my friend's party,
Mhm.
right? And another good friend of mine from high school today, 50th birthday,
There you go.
and mine is coming up, and I'm thinking, fuck, Val Kilmer's 65.
Yeah.
Smell the roses, boys.
That's what I'm saying. Enjoy every day.
We are
Every
in the-
time you wake
we
up.
are
man.
we are officially well over,
And I
unless
think-
unless we're an anomaly.
And I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody needs to hear
Oh,
this speech.
we're past the halfway point.
Yeah,
bro.
and I don't know
well,
if
well past
Well
over the
past
top of the
that.
mountain.
Yes.
And I don't know if anybody needs to hear their speech because I'm firmly there and I firmly grasp and seeing Val Kilmer after the day I had yesterday. So watch Tal play against St. Thomas. She did really, really well in her ones. Unfortunately, we lost by one because it's a team of fives. But Tal, and I'm literally just walking and I'm so busy. I'm like up in Palm Beach. I got to drive to Pompano. I got to take her that. And I'm walking on the beach and I just stopped. I looked out in the water and I'm just like, just enjoy the moment. It was stressful watching. Games got tight. It was close. It was this. And I'm just like, I'm on a beach in Pompano. It's beautiful down here. I'm going to just enjoy every second. I'm just going to enjoy every second. I don't care because you're right. You're right. So, sorry. All right.
Those are the two biggest topics. Before we get to any more, let's talk about our friends. We'll start with the one on Scoop's head.
Listen,
Bange.
real life testimonial. I needed them to come back out. I did. And they did with bells on. And there's no more blue tarp.
What kind of bells? Hold on, like really jingling bells, like
yeah.
elves?
Yeah, one on the crank too. Bling bling. Anyways, just ding ding. Jenner's
One
face.
on-
You don't see it, but whatever.
One on the
Oh! Bange. Tackleberry. Oh, Tackleberry, Huckleberry, all the berries, all the berries, all the berries, all the berries you need.
All the
are with
berries
Paul
have
Banks
bells.
Rubin. And honestly, get rid of the Plutarch. It's embarrassing. You're that person, right? Somebody listening to this show is that person who's had a blue tarp on their roof for months and months and months. Stop it. Stop it. 981 roof 561-954-305. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No, all that matters is that you call that number 981 roof. If you need a total roof rehaul, they can do it. If you need roof repairs, which I needed,
It's called a re-roof, bro.
they got you. They got you. And what's his name, Scooby?
Paul.
And what do you do with Paul?
You give Paul a call.
And that's
He'll
what
take
you
care
do.
of you.
Yep. Bange.
Bange.
Quick math, Scoop. What is a 20% discount on $160?
That would be $32.
So $128 will get you one of the brand new 2001 Ed Reed and Sean Taylor jerseys at MiamiHCS.com. List price $160, but you get 20% off with promo code OBB24. So go ahead. There you go. Get a 26 or a 20 for yourself. Add it to the collection from small all the way to 4XL for all the fat guys. So do it up. Then you can go to manscaped.com, use promo code OBB. And especially if you're one of those fat guys, you probably got some gunk down there that needs to be, you got to have some lotions and stuff down there. You probably have chafing.
With the lotions in the bath.
With the lotions on the thighs.
Fire starter. Yeah, fire starter. Oh my goodness. I live on that Manscaped. Great product. OBB, same thing, same percentage off. If you haven't, get a new one. Get the new lawnmower package. Whatever. Get the package. And we just talked about package. Scoopy. Package.
Beatingthebookie.com. Beatingthebookie.com. And if you're up early enough, Valero's in San Antonio, so you can still get in, because I don't believe the first tee time is until 8:30-ish Eastern Standard Time. So you can still get in that package for the weekend. And then we've got the Final Four coming up here. Mm-hmm. We've got baseball cranking away. We've got football right around the corner. Hockey's still in. And then, you know what we have? Playoff hockey. Playoff hockey. Mm-hmm. There's not much better in sports anywhere than playoff hockey.
Yeah.
Right? So beatingthebookie.com is where you get all that stuff. At beatingthebookie, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Follow along. Win some money.
Still one of the coolest traditions in sports is when playoff hockey happens and nobody shaves. It's cool.
It's true.
It's cool. Cool. All right. Except you should shave, you filthy animal, especially with Manscaped. All right.
Wheel of topics. Jenna's.
Do we ban the tush push?
Yes.
Why?
Yes. It's annoying. Come on. It's annoying.
You can't ban it because it's annoying.
It's annoying, and it's like a cheat code. Like I'm surprised other teams don't do it, because it's like, it's to the point, if it's like 3rd and 2, just do it twice, you're going to get a first down. Like, there's no way in the world you're not. Like, the statistical probability, and they do it incessantly, and they won a Super Bowl doing it. I don't know. What a hypocrite, right? Now keep the torpedo bat. Ban the tush push.
Right? Ban the tush push. You know what? I'm mixed on this. I've seen, you saw it in the Super Bowl. You saw, who'd they play? Kansas City.
Kansas City.
You saw Kansas City try it. Right? It didn't work. So they've figured this out with Hurts to be wildly successful at it, and other teams aren't as good at it. So that's where I'm mixed, right? Because if everybody could do it at a clip where the Eagles could do it, and it was unstoppable essentially in short yardage situations, I would say you got to get rid of it. It really is dumbing the game down. But the fact that they are clearly so much better at it than other teams, they're just better at it. So you're going to ban it because one team's better at something than the rest?
I got an idea. Let's go crazy. They have to snap every tush push. They have to announce they're doing the tush push. Like, we're doing the tush push. We are going to snap it at 5 seconds. If we don't snap it at 5, we can't do it at 4. We can't do it at 6. You can do it at 5.
That's the dumbest thing you've said on this show.
No, listen, because I want to see a Troy Polamalu equivalent that gets to jump over the top at the perfect time and just kamikaze it. Mm-hmm. And look, now we have apples to apples, right? You guys are doing, let them know when it's happening so they can go ahead and just plow you. And then they'll be like, all right, I'll watch this.
I absolutely hate it. I hate the tush push. I'm annoyed by it. But stop it. Like, in other teams, you're right. Like, this isn't a thing where it's just where everyone's doing it. Other teams have tried and they can't do this.
Right.
Jalen Hurts can squat like 700 pounds. He's has ridiculous leg strength. And also, they're also using the guise of injuries. Well, the person that is most susceptible to injury in this is the guy that just retired and didn't have any injuries from McKelsey, the center, because he has like, everyone ends up on top of him for the better part of like 45 seconds. So if they're not getting hurt, I don't know what the injuries are. So this is the whole thing. I think, like, just
there was a D tackle that got
the D tackle got injured. Okay, so one person.
So there,
come on,
it's football.
He couldn't get injured on another play.
I know, that's what I'm saying. How many people get injured on tons of plays?
I will say, if there's a rationale to ban it, I do think there's a rationale. They have put so much bubble wrap around these quarterbacks, right? You can't even touch these guys, blink on these guys, blow on these guys, whatever. You can't do any of it. But let's just have a pile on top of it. We're like, no, for player safety, we don't want to get quarterbacks hurt. We're going to ban it.
Well, right? they
so then do that.
Quarterback crap.
We'll keep the tush push, but we are redefining the rules of engagement for quarterbacks. Gone are the days when we just tap you and you get 15. Can't have it both ways, gentlemen. You can't say we're going to put him in harm's way. You can put 10, 15 bodies on top of him, but we can't even touch him the wrong way when he's in the pocket. That part, you have an argument.
I'm with you, man. I don't know at what point in time the quarterback position became a non-tackable position.
Well, it was the owners, right? And that's what it was. The owners like, people are coming to watch Patrick Mahomes, right? And if Patrick Mahomes is not there, my ticket sales, you cost me so much money. I need to protect my biggest investment, which is why they invented those rules. Okay, so now get rid of the tush push based on that evidence. Can't have it both ways.
They'll give it their best shot. What's next?
Will you miss the because now they're doing, I guess, electronic first downs in the NFL?
Yeah, long overdue.
No more chain gang. They're there.
Long overdue.
There you go. Perfect.
Long overdue.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this forever. We have rockets. We have rockets that land in space on a boat. We got rockets bigger than the Empire State Building going to Mars, but we still rely on these guys in a chain that gets broke. And then they always walk out at different. I was like, I never trusted it too. They're like, oh, this is where the ball is, and you're trusting some referee to walk in exactly.
I mean, come on, you've seen them literally move the ball at times, right? Like,
yeah,
no, it's back here, I think.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in tennis, they could track a ball to the
to the fur on the tennis ball.
Yeah, exactly right. Mm-hmm. And in football, we're like, this guy thinks it's over here, but this guy thinks it's over here.
Evolution in sports with technology is not a bad thing. Like, use it, man. Use it.
Another case.
There's no reason why there can't be sensors inside the ball.
VAR is a pretty poor evolution.
What?
VAR is a pretty poor evolution.
Yeah, VAR sucks. VAR sucks. Yes, VAR sucks. Yeah.
Not a fan.
VAR has been hijacked. It is just it's way more than it was ever supposed to be.
Yes.
I mean, all right. What's up next?
Has there been a team in professional sports that has fallen off faster than what has happened to the Oakland A's?
Oh my God!
Is college football professional sports now?
Sure.
Yeah, Florida State's fallen off much faster.
I don't know. I haven't seen Florida State do their post-game press conferences in a tool shed.
They've done it. They've done it next to their urinals.
Right tool shed.
It's in a tool shed.
Tool shed, Tim.
So they moved the team to Sacramento because they're waiting to move to Vegas. They're playing at Sutter Health Park, which is the home of the San Francisco Giants AAA affiliate, the Sacramento River Cats. This is the stadium they're playing professional baseball in.
Best names.
They have set up their press conference room outside in a $6,000 Home Depot tool shed.
That's amazing.
And I'm not exaggerating. You could buy it at Home Depot.
That's amazing. Now,
$6,000.
Whoever the tool shed company is, you're missing your mark here because this is easy marketing for you. You're like, if it's good enough for the Oakland A's. Yeah, but no, he bought it at Home Depot, but who's the shed manufacturer?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bro,
that's what I'm talking about.
If you could buy it for $6,000 Home Depot, you could have gotten that at like Temu buy it for like $2,000.
Oh yeah.
10 sheds.
It's made out of cardboard.
The Oakland A's post press conference sponsored by Ted Sheds.
Yeah. It's like when Trump did the press conference at All Four Seasons landscaping, or Giuliani, whoever it was.
Yeah.
When's the last time there was a prominent mention of a tool shed in a sports store?
Caddyshack?
No. The Pirate and Craig Evans kid. Remember?
I don't remember.
In Texas Tech?
Oh, yeah. Was
Craig Evans? What's his name? Craig Evans? Is that Craig?
No. Craig.
From SMU.
Running
back.
God.
God damn it.
Craig's name. His kid played at SMU for the Pirates.
He was Herb Street before it was Herb Street.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. He
was a running back for SMU.
Yeah, running back with his teammate was oh Christ, kill me.
Eric Dickerson.
Eric Dickerson, thank you, with the Pony Express.
Yeah.
Craig something.
Who was he? Craig
I know.
What?
So what did he do?
You guys don't remember this?
No.
Or at least put him in a broom closet.
Yeah, in a broom closet or a tool shed, a darkened tool shed, like that, because he had a concussion.
And then this whole thing blew up.
Sounds like something Brian Kelly would do.
Was like,
Brian Kelly
players poorly.
Yeah, Brian Kelly would do that all day.
Yeah, Mike Leach did it. All right, well, I guess it went over two of their heads.
Jenners, how do you not find this?
My Google search is sideways. I don't know what I'm looking for.
Hold on.
I don't know the name right.
I just typed in Texas Tech shoves kid in a tool shed.
SMU.
SMU, too. Oh, my goodness.
And Google looked at me like I was stupid. I was like, what?
Go Ponies.
What are you asking for here?
I'm a pony. I'm a pony.
Craig James. Thank God. There you go. Very good. He played for the Patriots, I believe.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh my God! All right.
Let's play one more piece of audio real quick.
Chat GPT to the rescue.
There you go.
For real. Shaq, talking about Lefko on TNT the other night. Asked Shaq, 2001 Shaquille O'Neal versus 2025 Nikola Jokic. Who'd win? And we just get this moment from Shaquille.
2001 Shaq, 2025 Jokic. What happens?
Slavian chicken, wherever he's from.
Wait, what?
Slovenian chicken.
Slovenian chicken.
Really?
You tear him up.
Yeah.
What's your stat line? What's his stat line end of the night?
I'm
Serbia,
40.
by the way.
I'm getting 40, and they're going to have to double me. And he probably going to pick and pop and take me all that, but he probably won't be in the game a while because after he shoot the three, I'm running right to the middle lane, and the whole arena going to yell 3 seconds, and we'll see. And I'm going to hit way more twos than you hit threes, guarantee you that. And I'm going to make his brothers want to fight me because the first play of the game, elbows.
You don't want that. You don't want them
want
apples.
that.
You don't want his brothers coming at you.
I got brothers.
Come on, Twitter. Come at
got
me.
brothers.
He didn't know where he was from, so he called it
Slovenian
Slavian
chicken.
chicken.
Slavian chicken.
Oh God.
dude's from Serbia.
I think a better quote was, "I'll hit more twos than you'll hit threes."
Mm-hmm.
Way
That
more.
works at the bar too.
Yeah. Anxious to try Slavian chicken now, though.
Yeah, I'm sure it's great.
It definitely
bet.
works. Yeah, that kind of
Slavian
that kind of
chicken.
philosophy. That kind of philosophy, Shaq, definitely works at the bars. You'll definitely hit more twos than you'll hit threes.
Oh
True story.
man.
That note?
True story.
Yep.
All right.
Slavian chicken.
Slavian chicken. All right. What mundane activities are you convinced are a sign someone's a serial killer or a psychopath?
Did I say that again?
All right, here we go. What mundane activities are that you conceive that somebody's doing is a sign of being a serial killer or a psychopath? I'm going to say this. Somebody who incessantly randomly counts everything. Like they're in a room and you'll be like, how many tiles are 1,764? I think you have some warning signs there. Somebody who incessantly
That's not a
counts.
mundane task.
That is a mundane thing. Just counting.
I would say somebody who reads the Sunday paper.
Mm.
Who does
Say
that
somebody who
anymore?
still gets the Sunday paper.
I say
Serial killers
yeah.
and psychopaths.
Yeah. All right. I'll raise you your Sunday paper with someone that goes to a baseball game and keeps score.
Keeps-
Oh, God.
With the stat book and
Oh
all that
yeah,
stuff.
it's got to be with a stat.
Oh yes.
I'm drawing a
and
line.
Psychopath.
Two.
Yeah.
Psychopath.
Good
Great
one.
psychopath.
Oh yeah,
is a
wearing
real
the,
good one.
the radio.
Radio.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
With an antenna on the top.
Yeah, with a little antenna.
Pulls an apple
Yeah.
out of his pocket.
There you-
What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
Oh,
brings fruit to a
that was so
baseball
much
game.
fun keeping score, man.
Absolutely.
Mine was going to be people who, and this might not be popular here, but people who go to restaurants and eat by themselves.
Oh, I do that almost every day. I'm on
I
shift.
always do
Jenner's, I
that,
have
yeah.
to.
Sit in a
Yeah, I
restaurant
do
by
that.
yourself and eat.
Yeah, I don't have a
I
problem
go
with that
for
at
lunch
all.
by myself.
I do lunch.
Yeah.
I'm always out.
I can't. I can't
Yeah.
do it.
I
He just
love
called
it.
us all psychopaths.
He
You
did.
are. All of it.
Yeah.
Everyone.
All
I
right.
can't do it.
Little does he know.
Yeah.
Question number 2. Biggest I know, I'm not supposed to judge, but holy shit moment.
Ooh.
I'm not supposed to judge, but oh, wow.
A T-shirt that says "Feed me and tell me I'm pretty."
Yeah, it's so fucking good. It's so good. Because they're all over that place.
I mean, for me, I was at a Hooters once and I'm like, nice Adam's apple.
Oh,
So I know I'm not probably supposed to judge, but
Oh boy.
oh boy.
man.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Not supposed
Oh,
to.
boy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I don't know. The first time I ever went to the first time I ever went to that Lips place for the cross dressing shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's a little more menial. People who order way too much food at the drive-thru. Like I'll sit if you're in front of me and I'm behind you and you're racking up a $50 order at Dunkin' Donuts. There's
That's right to
judgment.
judge.
There's
Yeah.
judgment coming from the car behind you.
Condemnation.
Yeah.
Jenners
They
gets
got-
out with a staff.
They got six
Go inside.
kids.
Yeah.
Go inside.
6 kids,
Just-
man.
Yeah. Where do you think that's the genesis of, feed me and call me pretty? It starts somewhere. It starts randomly in some drive-through.
Once your order tips $50, go inside. Get out of the drive-through line.
I mean, it's easier if you have a family of 4. It's pretty much going to tip 50 these days, even with fast food. If we're being honest,
you go to Starbucks and get food along with any sort of drinks.
It's $20.
Everything is $20.
Yeah. Everything is $20 per person.
Yes, per person.
Everything's $20 per person.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Definitely.
Unless
The most I got lunch today.
and order off the $6.99
Two
menu.
bowls.
Only
Two
Flanagan's.
2 bowls today. $44.
Yeah.
I think the biggest ripoff I've ever seen under the sun is you go to Starbucks. They make those cake pops, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like $5.95 a cake
Are they?
pop. Yeah,
Cake
it's
pops
like
are really good.
yeah, but it's like
It's one bite.
it's one bite.
Yeah, no, I mean easily, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
one bite. And
You know what they're trying to do? They're trying for you not to go buy one of those shirts.
that's what makes you a psychopath if you buy cake pops more than one. All right, question number 3. If your pet suddenly started talking, what's the first thing they'd roast you for?
Oh man. Would it be Stella or would it be the cats?
I mean, I would definitely say giving them a bath in the shower together.
Stella would be in counseling.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I don't know. What do you got, Jenners?
Mine would be snacking. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing worse than I'm going downstairs and it's late and I'm sneaking a snack I know I'm not supposed to have and I turn around and there's a cat just staring at me, just like you asshole.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I know, sorry, that's mine.
Oh my
Yeah, I think the cat would question me for the snacks, for the snacks I've invented. That's what I'm notorious for. I will invent snacks because she won't have snacks to,
See, mine's along the same
Purpose.
lines. I come downstairs late. My dogs are immediately like tracking me to the actual refrigerator.
Mhm.
And I think I'm going to get roasted for this. It's like, really? You're going to have a Nutella sandwich right now and you're just going to give us a
Yeah,
little piece
right.
of cheese?
Yeah, Nutella sandwich.
Just-
there you go, man.
Just a little piece of cheese?
Yeah.
You're eating a whole sandwich, fat ass. Give me
Yeah.
some.
Eat a
You just gave me
Nutella
cheese?
sandwich like
Oh,
late
yeah,
at
Nutella-
night.
Yeah, I have in the past. Yeah.
I have.
Bro, like last
Nutella
week.
sandwiches. You just get single white bread.
Yeah.
You put Nutella on it.
Oh
It's-
my god!
Yeah.
What do you mean, oh my God.
What
End up on the
is-
toilet
yeah.
for 3 days with white bread and
What?
Nutella. What?
What
You
is
get a
wrong
little
with
glass
your
of milk,
bowels?
and now he's gonna be
Yeah.
all lactose
And with a glass
intolerant.
of milk. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's disgusting.
Like, dude, like
Wait,
a
a Nutella-
chocolate. Oh my
You're like a-
goodness!
you're like a fucking 3-year-old.
99% of the country would love a
Right?
Nutella sandwich
Why does
with
it putting you on
99% of the
toilet
country
for 3
wears
days?
T-shirts.
it's gross. It's gross.
Oh
I'm
my
just saying,
God.
like that's what I'm
Hold
saying.
on a
My
sec.
dog would
Hold
roast
on.
me. Talk to me.
What you
Goose.
is there any ultra processed snack in your house, Scoop? Anything at all? Any like chocolate cakes or anything like Doritos? Like
No, not chips. Yeah, I mean like fruit stuff, but we try to get the organic fruit stuff. Like the girls.
no,
like,
no,
you
no.
know,
Is there anything like any junk food in your house?
we don't have a lot of junk food.
Is there any junk food?
I don't know. I'd have to go look.
Like what would you think would be there if there was going to be junk food? What would it be?
Gluten-free cookies.
There you go. He couldn't just say cookies.
Yeah,
Like-
anything
like
that
you
starts,
can't-
you
he
could have gotten away
does-
with
Just
cookies.
say cookies.
They're good. Have you tried them? The Tates? Have you had those?
God, no.
They're really good.
Have you
I
tried
don't
to-
eat them.
No
Steph
double
eats them.
stuff Oreos, huh?
Have you
I
tried
will.
the
I will
dictates?
have some Oreos in here every now and then. You know what I love to have in here? We don't have them very often. The
Mhm.
Publix chocolate chip cookies.
Costco
Oh
muffins.
yeah, the vegan ones are the
Yes.
best.
No, the real ones in the bakery.
I heard the
No, yeah,
dictates
I'm dead
are your
serious,
favorite.
bro. The vegan ones in the Publix bakery are better than the normal ones.
No.
Oh, really?
I
They
swear
can't.
to fucking God, we stumbled
can't.
across it. Yes,
Really?
myself and Jen agree with this 100%.
And I'm the one getting shit
Yeah.
for not having healthy food.
Yeah, listen, I'm getting a vegan cookie. I'm still, morbidly obese.
Interesting.
I just
Yeah.
make myself laugh over here.
Vegan cookies.
Vegan
What are the
chocolate
names
chip
of-
cookies.
Scoop.
Right by
Check
the
them out.
other ones?
Jen, right? Aren't they better than the regular chocolate chips?
What, bro?
Publix vegan chocolate chip cookies are better than the normal chocolate chip.
They're called Tate cookies.
That's fantastic.
Tates.
Tates. Yeah, I heard you like the dictates cookie.
Yeah. I understand.
Jesus.
It's a funny joke.
Is it?
Is it? I don't
I mean, it
know.
was.
All right. Who did
All
answer?
right.
Did we get that? Was question 3?
Sure.
All right. Number 4. What did the weird kid at your school do to earn that reputation?
Played saxophone.
Scoop played saxophone.
I did. That was pretty weird.
Que extraño.
I played saxophone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
I was
weird
the
kid. Very
weird
weird.
I was the weird kid.
We had a kid one time that he ended up being weird forever because he said the story and I was like, what, you guys don't do this? But it involved peanut butter and his pet. So I know if his pet could talk, I know what he would say.
In the shower?
I don't know if he was in the shower.
Why does every one of these pet stories end up in the shower?
I'm just saying.
It's like, yeah,
Gotta
man.
keep it consistent.
I was like, and from that point on, he was weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, he openly admitted using peanut butter with his dog?
But
Can
you
we
don't
move
understand
on from this?
because, and I know
No.
people who listen to this pod obviously like know. They're like, I'm going to get a text. They're going to be like, oh my God. And yes. And that's what he was known for. And he could never walk it back because when he said it as serious as a heart attack. And we're like, no, you're serious. He's like, yeah, you don't do that. Like, no, we
What
don't.
grade was this?
This was 9th.
9th grade, freshman year. Oh my God.
Yes.
Boy.
And his nickname
Wow.
was Peanut Butter.
Yeah, of course
So-
it was.
Yeah.
Sure it was.
That's what you did to get the weird reputation, bro.
What's up, peanut butter?
What's up, PB? Yeah, you don't live that down. If I still see
no,
him,
you don't, no.
there's a chance
You
that I'm
remember
calling
that
peanut
in the
butter.
reunion. The reunion, you're still PB. You're still remember what you told us about peanut butter and your dog?
Yeah.
In front of his new wife.
His second.
Oh boy.
You want to know why she's his new wife? Because the first found out about the peanut butter.
Grounds for divorce.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Scoop's about to bail on us, so let's get to this last question.
He's like, I'm not even answering this one. What is part of the guy code you don't like?
I don't know, man. What is the guy code anymore?
Yeah, what
I've been married for
exactly?
25 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll give you one. That's
What is the
old
guy
from back in
code?
the day that I
Like-
never really got down with, which was the whole bros before hoes. And I'm like, no, I'm okay to have hoes instead of bros. I'm good. Thank you. You know what I mean?
Like,
That
unless
was a
it's
great
like one
answer.
of your closest friends ever. Yeah, no. Like an acquaintance, no.
I'll tell you the part of the bro code that I maybe didn't enjoy either on one side or the not. You need me to do what? It looks like her face and her neck had a grenade in it. And you want me to play Wingman. Okay. Now you got to play Wingman. You got to do it. But like Shaq said, I'll have more 2s than you get 3s.
Slavian chicken.
Like your boy's got to like. I think it needs to have playing a good wingman in that case, where you go for the less attractive friend. You can't have a negative like a 5. It needs to be within a 3. You know, if she's an 8, you'll go down to a 5. But she can't be an 8 and you expect your buddy to take a 2, right? That's
Well, yeah,
not
but
fair.
yeah, listen, your buddy's got to find the inner beauty, man. Suck it up. Come on, find the inner beauty and let's get this. Let's go. I need you for 90 minutes to get through the dinner so that then I can, so find some inner beauty there. Find a hobby you have something in common with. Let's go. Get
No,
it done.
like I said, -2. -2. I know if it depends. If you're really my boy, I'll push -3. But like you can't get a 9 at the bar and expect me to go, to a 4. You just can't do it.
What if you tell your friend, all right, listen, she's like, I'm with a 9, you're gonna be with a 3, but you don't have to show up sober. That way he's got little goggles going, so maybe she's real like a 5.5.
But at that point, if he wasn't sober after the fact, he needs to get drunk. So it's like, I don't know. That's a no-win situation for me.
This is a conversation that should probably get us canceled, correct?
No. Maybe the last
Beer
administration.
goggling? I don't know. It's a very 90s thing.
Beer goggling.
Seems
Slump
like that's
busting.
not acceptable anymore.
Slump busting.
I don't think you can go beer goggling at like a Ivy League university any longer. I don't think that's.
I'm going to be
allowed.
honest. The way things have progressed over the years, she's probably beer goggling you. To be honest, Holmes.
100%. Oh yeah.
Yeah. She's just about as much as the body count as you think you used to be.
All right. What's next?
Oh, they didn't even. Scoop didn't answer that one too. Neither did Jenner's answer. Scoop's like, I
I
quit.
got nothing.
All right, what's the name of this thing?
I got nothing. I got one name for it, but Jenners, what do you have?
Go ahead. What's
Mine
yours?
was, all
You
the
wrote it
berries
down.
have bells.
All berries have bells.
All the
Berries
berries
have
have
bells.
bells.
All the berries have bells.
My leader in the clubhouse right now is you'll hit more 2s than 3s. Because that was taken all out of context. Also on the list, naked in the front yard with Stella. The nose knows.
The nose.
That's called a verp. Put the lotion on the thighs. I don't know why that's on there. And white bread and Nutella.
This is way better than I swear, I say things sometimes I never think in a million years are going to elicit a reaction, any kind of negative connotations whatsoever. But Scoop found a way to blast
hate.
the nectar of the gods, being
Right.
Nutella on a sandwich with milk.
I'm voting for white bread with
Ow,
Nutella.
I never thought. What do you mean
Yeah.
you have Nutella on a sandwich? What do you mean you don't have Nutella on a sandwich?
Right.
Like what
Who
the
eats Nutella is the bigger
Yeah.
question here.
like the whole
Who eats that shit?
the whole
Everybody in the
continent.
world, everybody in the world does, except for you two.
I've never had it.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
are you
goodness.
kidding me?
I've never had it.
That's your
Why
job
would
before
you?
next show. Before the
It
next
looks
show, you
like
have to get
it
Nutella.
looks like spreadable shit.
Hazelnut chocolate,
I just
bro.
see.
It's
He
chocolate.
doesn't say- called it the nectar of the gods. He called it
Yes,
edible.
you have to
shit.
try it.
It's not how it
Disgusting.
looks. You gotta try it.
Yeah. Ask your wife. There's no way she hasn't had Nutella. Everyone's had Nutella.
She's had Nutella.
No, I'm talking to Jenner's.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, his wife.
Who? My
Nutella
I
crepe?
I don't think so. No.
A
She's
Nutella
a
crepe?
Super picky eater.
Just go to breakfast. Get a Nutella.
hey.
Look at the cat. It scared me.
Jesus Christ! I don't know
Everybody's
what's
got
happening.
black cats. So that he's got a black cat. I got a black
Aw.
cat.
I'm gonna
Toast
rip
got a
his
black
face
cat.
I got 2 black cats.
She's been hanging out here with me, and she now wants out.
Okay.
She's like, "This show's
I got
over.
you. I see her.
Wrap it
Yeah,
up."
there she is. Yeah, nice.
So what are we naming it?
I'm so excited that I'm not by myself in the Nutella bashing. Thank you, Jenners.
I've just
He
never
can't bash
I've
something he's never
had-
tried it.
Yeah.
Why would
never
he-
had the desire to try.
That's right, because it looks
It
like
doesn't look
spreadable
appealing
shit.
to me. Give me peanut butter. I'll just take
No,
old
no, no.
school.
Bro,
classic
no,
peanut
Nutella's
butter.
better than peanut butter.
But it's
That's
hazelnut.
a
It is.
travesty.
What do
It
you
is.
mean? It's
But you-
chocolate
it's
spread,
peanut butter
bro.
is like-
If I will
Yeah,
tell you
with
this, if
hazelnut.
jelly, no.
It's chocolate spread. How is
Hey-
those 2 words bad?
Listen, I will tell you this right now
In a
because you're
number
saying,
of
give me
ways, I got
peanut
news
butter.
for you.
Yeah, it's not
Jenners,
good.
no. I got a question for you, Jenners. This is probably one of the most important questions I'll ever
Oh
ask
my
you.
god.
Do you have a strictly peanut butter sandwich? Just peanut butter? The answer is probably no. You have because you forgot the jelly. Peanut butter on its own is not good. Peanut
No,
butter
not.
needs jelly, right?
Yes.
That's the only reason why peanut
on
butter.
its own is good if you dip a pretzel in some peanut butter or something.
Sure,
I
some
got
chocolate
you.
chips and use a
But
spoon.
on its own, in a head-to-head matchup, peanut butter only, Nutella
Yes.
only, it's not even.
Oh, it's not even close, bro.
It's
Yeah.
not even close.
Not even
It's like
close.
Mike Tyson versus Steve Urkel. It's not even close. It's not. Don't listen to Scoop. He doesn't
It's
know.
hazelnut.
We're
it's
the
disgusting.
process.
Yeah,
No,
It's
it's
chocolate
not.
spread.
It's
I
so
heard you.
good.
No, but it's not like
so
melted
good.
Hershey's.
Heard you
It's
before. It's,
Yeah.
it's,
I'm like,
It's better
continues
than
to sound like
Hershey's
shit.
too. It's
Oh
better
my
than
god,
Hershey's.
bro!
It's so
Nutella.
so
It's like the
good.
number 1 thing sold on the entire planet.
Yeah,
Yes, it's like so much more huge
Right?
in Europe. Too.
I'm not.
Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
surprised.
And they're skinny over there, by the way.
I'm not
They're
surprised.
skinny. They
Yeah.
eat Nutella and they're skinny. I don't know
It's
what's up with their Nutella
called-
versus our Nutella.
Why
Well,
are
you know what their
against a
Nutella
chocolate
does.
sandwich?
Their Nutella fucks up their teeth.
Well, I'll give you that one.
That's
And
like
ours,
go
is
to the
full of
dentist.
and ours is full of microplastics.
It
That's
doesn't
right.
bend your
Makes you
teeth.
fat. What?
The Nutella doesn't bend your teeth.
Sure it does. You don't know that.
Now we're just making stuff. Now we're slandering the Nutella company.
My most important question was ask him if he just eats peanut butter sandwiches.
I'm
I
glad
don't
that that's
understand.
what
The,
I like this.
I've never thought a chocolate sandwich would be so offensive to people.
It's only offensive to him.
Right? I know. It's insane.
No, but Janice doesn't like it either. Like a chocolate sandwich.
You're trying to lump him into your alliance. It
It's-
doesn't count. He's never had it.
It's
Do you not like
hazelnut.
chocolate?
Had it.
I'll
We're trying to
try
tell
it.
him.
I'm not saying I won't try
Yes,
it. Right?
You have to try
I
it.
can't imagine I'm gonna like it though.
Oh my God, then you're a communist.
Oh my God,
Is that what it takes?
You don't like ISIS. You're
There we
Al
go.
Qaeda, bro. If you don't like a Nutella sandwich. Oh my God.
Oh,
It's like you're,
I mean,
you know
what?
lumped me in with
If-
Hamas because I don't
If
want.
you don't like a Nutella
diarrhea
sandwich,
on
I'm
white
sending
bread.
ice to your house.
Yeah.
I'm sending ice
On
to
white
your
bread.
house.
oh my goodness.
Oh.
You can slightly toast the bread too. That's probably good.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
What?
good, dude.
Oh,
Do you eat
bro.
white bread, Jenners?
See, I just said
What?
slightly toasted,
You
and
eat
his
white bread?
response, what? Like how does somebody slightly toast bread?
What kind of bread do
No,
you
that
Johnson!
wasn't that. I wasn't that with the
Ah,
thing.
scoop. Here's the thing: Nutella you can put on any bread and it will taste awesome. Put it on pumpernickel rye. I don't give a damn. It's chocolate.
It tastes good. It's
Yes.
good. Tastes good. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Yeah.
only thing saving peanut butter is jelly. Let's be
I'm
honest,
telling
boys.
you, yeah. Nutella doesn't need no jelly.
It needs less calories, though.
Nutella doesn't need no jelly.
Yeah, don't need no jelly.
That's amazing, and it's true. It's so
Yes,
true.
it's true. Yeah. Nutella doesn't need any of your condiments and partners, man. Nutella's golden on its own. Just stick your finger in that jar and
Dude,
Okay.
you haven't lived
Okay,
until you try to
okay.
spread it on there, and then you see a
Okay,
bunch
I
left
think,
on.
I think we should get Mr. Greg
Yeah.
off the microphone here.
I agree with you.
Listen, man, you can bring Nutella in the bedroom too.
Uh-huh.
How about the shower?
With your dog.
Everything else has been in the shower
Yeah,
tonight. Why
let's
not there
go.
too? Let's go.
Sure, water it down.
His
All
name
right.
was peanut butter, not Nutella.
That was another kid.
As always, go Canes!
Yo, Page,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Page.
We've gone to the remix now.